Hello, honey. Can you hear me? How are you doing?
3, 4, 5. There we go. I think either raise us up a little bit or lower the music.
I thought the music was a little high, like on the thing. How's that?
Test, 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 test.
Bong bong bong. Bing bong bong bing bong bong bing bong bong boo.
Okay, yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
All right. Usual 5-second delay on YouTube, so that is pretty spot on. Hello, Lavender Skunky. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first Patreon stream of June. I had to check what month it was. It's no longer May.
June. It's not May.
It's now gay. Happy Pride.
It's gay.
It's gay. It's gonna be gay.
All that you do, not enough for you.
I'll have to get a new Pride flag up here, because I
Yeah.
don't think I have the old one I used to have.
Get a Pride Ouija board.
That's not a bad idea.
I know what I'm about. Hello, Pirate Jack. How's it going? All right, since things are starting up and looks like the ad is done, we're going to do the usual thing. Welcome, everybody. This is a Patreon request stream. That means everybody who is part of the Patreon at 10, 20, or 40 tier get to make requests and see them drawn live on stream by the beautiful Millie D.
Yo.
As such, thanks to the loving support of all you fine folks, she is able to work at home as a full-time artist. So, thank you once again. And as well as a sliding scale of discounts, you get to see stuff done early, as well as things tagged, bagged, and easily readable. So, consider Patreon. It keeps the artist fed with chips and snackies. And also, you know, like a roof over her head and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of prefer not to be outside.
She is an indoor artist.
Yeah, I'm an indoor artist. Pay for me to be an indoor artist. It's too hot out there right now.
It is. It's like 90 today. It's too hot.
If I go outside, well, I guess I am. I'm spayed. But I'll obviously, like, hurt the local bird population or something like that, like
She's
cats.
been spayed and or neutered.
Yeah.
We'll
And I like how it's both. I don't even think you can do that.
We'll have to clip your ear so everyone can see at a glance.
I have earrings.
I guess that's probably what your haircut is.
Yeah, I have a side cut. Does that count?
Side cutted earrings are just the spade or neutering clip. That works, right? Like, oh yeah, you can tell because they're brightly colored. That means they're poisonous in nature. No,
I
it's
am
to keep
poisonous, I will say that.
it's to keep away predators. So
I'm
obviously
not
it's working.
venomous. I bite my husband too much and he does not die, so I am not venomous.
It's
I am
true.
only poisonous, so don't eat me.
She's not toxic either because I can eat her all the time. Either that or I'm one of those things that like develops an immunity to the terrible
Yeah, you're the
toxic
thing
thing
that
to
has
eat.
the immunity.
Yeah. The what's
I'm
it?
actively toxic. I'm like ink. You can't
The-
just drink ink.
What was the one? What's the one butterfly that was like monarch? They eat like the poisonous ass stuff. That way, nothing really wants to eat them. So that everything else tries to disguise themselves as the same thing. Because they're like, see, I too am toxic. Don't want to eat me. And it is not actually the case.
I can be a toxic streamer. Let's go.
Could you?
What's a toxic opinion to have? I don't even fucking know. Damn it.
Men should buy hammers so they can fix their faces.
Oh. Please don't.
That seems like a deep enough cut that I don't think anybody will take that as a reasonable thing to do. I hope.
Don't hurt yourself. You're beautiful the way you is.
I
I
don't
don't
know
care who you is.
I don't know the way the internet is these days. I might have to put a disclaimer. Please do not hammer someone. The only hammer should be by legal adults.
That's a silly, controversial opinion to have. I watch anime. I should know this. I should know horrible opinions to have publicly.
Bring back waifu head vents. They've been horribly inbred and now they can't cool properly. What was I thinking about the other day? Because I saw a thing and it was just like, this animal looks like the Borzoi, like, you know the Borzoi dogs that are like the weird long lanky ones? I was like, this just looks like the Borzoi version of something else. And now I can't remember what it was. I was just looking at it, I was just like, man, this little weirdo is just not... Oh, it was Mewtwo. I was thinking Mewtwo is like...
Mewtwo does have a little snub nose.
Yeah, they're like the weird inbred version of Mew. Like, you know, a bunch of rich people started, like,
He's
making
been
it funny.
genetically
Like,
modified. That's the problem. I was like, here you go. I don't watch One Piece. I don't really watch any big shonen though.
yeah, I was
The
gonna
only
say.
shonen I watch is Dr. Stone. The shonen for people who don't like shonen.
I was gonna say, and that doesn't even really count. Let's face it.
Yeah, don't do spoilers if you can avoid it. When does it come out? Like the 16th, 19th, something like that?
I believe it's the 16th. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fairly soon.
I know there's some little things I want to draw. I've been trying, like, when I'm not working on this comic or this stupid picture
Hey.
that I decided to do out of fucking nowhere. I am trying to, like, sketch the guys and figure out how I'm gonna make them look.
Yeah.
Because I would like to do some fan art. It's not a hyper fixation, so probably not a lot, but I like to do some.
Yeah.
And there's like one piece of fan art I'd actually really like to do that I cannot do until it comes out. So I have time to practice.
Yeah. You'll be able to get a good design going for it.
Yeah.
But oh man, that'll be so fucking cute if you do that.
I fucking hate it when you get into a new fandom and your stuff looks like shit. Because you haven't, like, gotten
Practiced.
into the vibe yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my biggest pet peeve on myself. It's like, I'm good at drawing things. Why am I bad at drawing this?
I'm good at
Especially
drawing.
something like Digital Circus, because, like, you can't just... The characters are wild looking, man. You can't
Yeah,
just
you can't
have...
just like half-ass that.
Well, like, you can't have, like, worked on this beforehand, for most part. Like, you might have worked on beforehand on one of them, like, one of their designs, but they're all
Yeah.
different designed on purpose,
Like
so...
you get hyper-fixated on Jax or something.
There is, like, I'm a big fan of Bottom Jacks.
Yeah.
And there was a Bottom Jacks doujinshi in Japan. I think, like, 2 of them. And eventually I noticed the creator just, like, because I looked at the rest of the work, the creator just, like, gave up and made their own Jaxes.
Good.
And did, like, an original doujinshi with, like, original characters that just look like black Jacks and white Jacks, more or less.
Spy versus Spy Jax.
Same personality, all that shit. It was great.
Thank you, Bard. You're welcome. Bard has resubscribed. There
Let's see
over
if Bard
2
can
years
make it, like, his subscription's old enough to, like, vote or
Hey,
something.
hey. That means we'd have to stream long enough for them to
Oh,
be able to
got
vote.
you.
See how many years we can keep going. Forever, probably.
I mean, I as long as I can draw, I will be drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't ever plan to retire, personally.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
I pretty much plan to stream as long as there's a place to stream to, so, you know, Twitch and YouTube kind of deal, so.
If things get nice enough where we can, like, invest in a house and maybe some side investments or something like that in the future, I could see... I don't know if I'd get rid of the Patreon, because I still like doing stuff like this. I might make it smaller or something like that, but I don't know. I'd probably still keep it up and just have less rewards. Same with, like, probably take less commissions or something like that, but that would be, like,
That'd be if we had
in
a
the
lot of
ideal
money,
world, and currently we are
Yeah.
moving the opposite of that, so...
yeah. I think that would require a good deal of funding.
I gotta look up that one guy I watched. He had a book he suggested on investment. Maybe I should look into that too.
Oh, yeah.
Just like very, very
Yeah, basic
low
stuff.
level investing. I hate fucking putting money for something that you don't get
Yeah.
something out of. I could never gamble. I find that annoying and stupid. Why
No.
would I put money into something if I'm not gonna get money back? You may get more money back, but I'll probably get no money back, so I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Why would I do that?
Retire in this economy ain't
I know,
that the
right?
truth.
But retiring for me would be stop drawing, and I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Not unless I can't physically do it anymore.
so long as you possess the capability,
As long as I have a nub, I'll draw with my damn mouth.
she would.
I'll draw with my left hand. I don't care.
She'll be like that one character in the Dirty Jokes anime, just
Yeah.
sitting there drawing with her mouth.
I liked her. She had the old lady voice.
That's your favorite, a grown-ass woman.
Well, she's not. But I like
yeah.
the old lady voice.
Dojo-sama. Right?
Not
So-
even that. Just like the Obasama.
Yeah. The voice of someone who would throw a chancla at you.
I'm very attracted to old ladies, so the voice is attractive to me.
It's true. Wife is very particular to having grown-ass women.
I do like my grown-ass woman.
Well, it should be interesting. They're going to do that Code Veronica remake, so I'm interested to see how that's going to go, because that has some stuff that may or may not age well, depending on how they handle it in the remake.
I mean, you're talking about the Persona 4 remake. It's the same thing. I wonder if they'd actually let them, like, be gay and trans this time.
Well,
They could at least let Kanji be, like, gay. Let Kanji be gay.
yeah, that'll be the question, because, like in Code Veronica, spoilers for a GameCube game, so, like, 20 years ago or more, one of the main villains, the blonde guy that torments you a whole fuck ton, you think for a while that it is him and his twin sister tormenting you, but actually his twin sister is still in like an ice pod to keep her from being around since she is horrifically infectious, and it is just him putting on a dress and pretending to be his twin sister throughout most of it.
Hell, games have questionable shit today.
I know, right?
I imagine there's going to be a lot of people mad at the Digital Circus movie, which I'm not going to discuss.
Yeah,
But like, I'm waiting for like the "this is problematic"
we'll
down
see.
for people. I'm sure.
Once it goes fully live, we'll see. But like from what I've seen of the people like that have already watched it, the majority of them have just been like, "Wow, this fucking slaps," and then shut the hell up. So, it might be a good sign, honestly.
I only look at artists for this. I don't care about headcanons or people's fucking opinions.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Shut up. So I don't really know. Whenever I see it, I kind of scroll past it and only catch like little bits.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said, once it's out in the wild. But I'm glad it did so well. Like it's like,
It did crazy well.
yeah.
I brought stickers to the theater and I ran out.
Yeah, there's so many people there.
I even ran out of my stickers to give people to go to my websites because I was like, I'm sorry, you can print your own at this website. I tried my best. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a packed theater there, like full
I
up.
just wanted to give people stickers. I think most of the kids got the stickers though, so that's good.
Yeah.
I should have stayed and talked to more people though. Ugh, I did the same thing again where I just ran out. That's just my response to things.
You were overstimmed.
I
But
wasn't hugely overstimmed. I think I probably could have made it. I just don't know how to start conversations with people.
yeah. But you did actually like call out to people and like you were
I did.
actively participating. You did a good job.
I think at least one person followed me from that.
Yeah.
I just want to meet local people and talk about things and maybe like, go see things together. I don't know. Wow, this person's pen has a clicky at the back. Why would you even have that?
Clicky on the back of the tablet pen?
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess some people might want that for like a...
Undo
Dang.
or something? I feel like that would
I don't know. My buttons are on the handle.
I feel like that'd be something that like, especially from the artists I know, that would be something you'd fidget with and cause problems.
I already fidget with mine. I showed you yesterday.
Yeah.
There's like a little divot. There's also one on the top of the Apple Pen where you can pull it up to plug it in. There was like a little divot where it says like XP Pen. And same with the Apple Pen. I'll like run my nail. I'll like hold the pen with my thumb at the end and like run it back and forth against that divot. And you can see where it has like just, there's a dent now.
Yeah.
It no longer says X Pen at all. It's just like a line that goes deep into the plastic.
Just gotta fidget with things.
Because I've had this tablet for a good while.
Yeah, it's been a few years now. What? Probably like 4 or 5, I'd say.
Something like that. I don't necessarily need to replace it, so I don't.
Yeah. Bard, that doesn't work as well. See, we're from Tumblr, so that password joke doesn't work as well on her. He said he needed to make a new password and then proceeded to say that you're adorable and your art is awesome.
There you go.
Yep, there's your new password. Hope you can type that out.
Sorry, you can't make me make bottom noises.
That's my job.
That's my husband's job.
It's fun. Business is booming.
No one can embarrass me worse than him, so.
It's true.
Sorry, you're outclassed, Bart.
I'm a trained professional.
I don't make the rules.
Because we're married, that makes me a professional.
That's true.
I'm no longer amateur. I have a degree.
Yeah. You get paid. That's what marriage is, right?
Yeah, you see, I got the marriage receipt.
Yeah.
But it's been longer than the 30 days, so I can't return her.
I gotta figure out where that is, too.
It's somewhere in our
It's somewhere in
paperwork
our items of things. If we find it, we should have put it in my baby box. Because that's got all my, like...
thing. We might have, to be
Stuff.
honest. Like, we got the one big bin of, like, paperwork, which is probably where it is, but, like...
My mom had, like, a locked file case. We could do that.
We do. It's in the other... It's in
Oh,
the
never mind.
thing up there. Yeah, that's the paperwork thing, which is probably where it is. All things considered.
In case we need to prove we're married.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but, like,
Well,
legally...
like, legally. I mean, most people don't question if you say, like, yeah, this is my husband and this is my wife. Just like they don't question you if you want to go by, like, Mrs., yet they get all pissy about pronouns, which is always so dumb to me.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I can go by Miss or Mrs., but if I asked you to call me, like, she or him,
Yeah.
so all of a sudden it's too difficult.
Oh, it's scary.
Like, you gotta call some people who get married by new last names.
Right.
That's a whole new name that you may not have known before.
That's fine, and apparently
Yeah,
just
that's
okay.
We didn't do that, but
Yeah.
some people do. I imagine less than used to.
Yeah, especially now, if you change your name,
You might not be able to vote. I ain't fucking doing that. No. That's the
fucking
one thing I
pathetic.
have that makes me feel like this country, you know, I at least have some hand in it.
Yeah.
Probably don't in the big scheme of things, but
Less than we should.
yeah.
Though even that, there's a lot of push for, like, undoing a bunch of that bull crap, like the, you know, whatever it's called. The non-elected people that...
Electoral college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of states have actually been mandating, like, essentially, like, if the state votes for this, then the electoral people have to vote this way kind of deal.
Which they should.
Which-
Like, why do
yeah.
they need to exist then, though?
Like, if you're not...
Can we just get rid of them if they have to vote the way that people voted?
Yeah.
Can we just, like, get rid of it altogether?
Because otherwise you're not actually, like, representing your constituents, the literal only thing you're here for.
I mean, it all depends on... I'm not fond of my parents either. We were actually thinking of getting a new name altogether for both of us, but, like, it costs money and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You had to change so much stuff. That was really the
Oh,
only
God,
reason.
yeah.
I have no... Like, I would never say, like, oh, you changed your name? Oh, you give it into, like, the patriarchy or your husband or what? No. No, if some people want to do it, that's perfectly fine. It should always be a choice. Some people are, like, famous or their stuff is tied to their name. Of course you don't want to change.
Yeah.
I don't see why the man can't take the woman's name, too.
Get good.
It's all choice. If anything, I like the idea of making all new names altogether.
I like that one. That's why we talked about, like, if we ever do that, we'd get the one that we decided on, because, like, that would be our name together.
This is our name.
Yeah.
You can't has it.
Yeah. Taking his name now. I lost the name in the divorce.
If it wasn't such a pain to change everything, I would consider it, but
Yeah.
it's such a fucking pain.
So much paperwork, and then we gotta change it on literally everything ever, and
There's
then
gonna be something you forget.
there always is.
At least we would both have to go through the annoyance of it, instead of just the woman.
I miss my wife, Pomni. I miss her.
The end with Kinger made me cry a little bit. Which is dumb, because it was not anywhere as dramatic as anybody else.
Yeah,
But it made me cry.
it's important though.
Kinger, like, the scene where, because they show the last episode first, it has that scene where they both meet in the digital circus, and they recognize each other. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that gets me too. I would hope I would recognize my husband in that situation. I think I would, because
You would.
we're both just such weirdos.
Either I'd make a pun, you'd fart, and I'd laugh, or something of the.
Can you fart in the digital circus?
Why not?
I guess. I guess you could even just conjure a fart.
Yeah. You think you should be able to fart, so you can.
I would fart, definitely.
You would make the fucking
Oh
Tomodachi
boy,
life for the
IBS!
fart. You'd make the little Tomodachi life fart in the air.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, that once it's out to the wider internet, that'll be interesting to hear what people say.
Yeah, because I avoided hearing what anyone said to begin with, because I was like, I don't care what y'all's theories are. I do not care.
Do not. Perhaps, and hear me out, just enjoy things. It's okay.
Well, I mean, like, I had my own theories, but I didn't really care what other people's theories were, because we all had, like, limited knowledge working on it, so... Meh. I don't really care to argue about that kind of stuff.
I think it falls under the rotate the floorboards in your head thing as well.
Yeah. Some people enjoy theory crafting, and some people can respect other people's theories.
Yeah.
I just didn't really care. I still kind of don't care what y'all's theories are, unless you're making a really interesting plot with it, like for a fanfic or something.
Yeah. As long as you're not being one of those, like, you can't have Shadow, he's mine kind of people.
Yeah.
If you are, stop it. Get help. They're not real.
I'm drawing mischief.
As you always do.
Oh, I forgot her glasses.
Gotta do the wings, tentacles. Making an octopus laugh with 10 tickles. Do it with your penis.
I don't like to be tickled.
Yes, you do not.
I kick. Do you want to be kicked? I have 8 legs.
Yeah, some people do like that. Chung-Li octopus. Got fucking 8 legs to kick your ass with.
Hey.
Those look like that. Seeing that one jackass be like, she's a older lady. I can't get to that. Blah blah blah. It's like, bruh, I guarantee you that you like Chung-Li. Chung-Li is fucking, I think 60 now. Shut the hell up. She might be 50.
Squid
but-
got 2 hands to throw.
Yeah. Ready to eat for everyone. Slap.
And some people have argued octopuses should be qualified as having 8 arms instead of legs, but 2 of them can sometimes be considered legs because they use them to walk.
Like the flamboyant cuttlefish.
I do love the flamboyant cuttlefish.
And I love their little cunty walk.
They do have a very cunty walk.
Y'all should look it up on YouTube. They do have the cuntiest little walk. They're adorable.
I was hoping to do 4 tonight, but if I can only do 3, I guess I can only do 3.
What will be, will be, will be. We are at the start of the month after all.
Say, Sarah. Yeah, we should have plenty. We should have plenty weekends.
Yeah. Que sera, sera. Why do I know that song?
I don't know.
I'm gonna blame you just on principle, because it's probably correct. That's really the reason why I know a lot of different
I'm
things
not
that
your mom.
are outside
know
of
your
my
shit.
wheelhouse.
I'm sorry, musicals are awesome. Damn.
I didn't say they weren't.
I know.
I'm not a liar. Oh, musicals aren't good, the lying liar said lyingly. Now, some are, like, better than others depending on your taste. That's okay.
And the best one, Little Shop of Horrors.
I mean, yeah. But that also has a, fucking Muppet in it, so obviously I'm gonna be biased about it.
On the stage, it don't. Well, depends. Depends on how they do it, I guess.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, I'm gonna be biased about that because puppetry. Which is just neat.
Under that argument, Avenue Q would be the best one.
I mean, yeah, but hasn't aged as well.
I still can't believe Avenue Q beat Wicked at the time.
That feels like the, edginess thing.
It wasn't really edgy, but it was very, white liberal of the time.
Yeah. It's like, it feels the same niche as, South Park.
I wouldn't even say that much.
Wow.
Maybe it's about, as liberal as Family Guy is. I don't know. Maybe Simpsons. Simpsons, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about Simpsons level. The dude who worked on Family Guy did write it, so it's not as racist as Book of Mormon, which is still going though.
Yeah.
So
Which is done by the South Park people.
they both are. One worked on Hairspray too. They have a lot of writers.
An odd pool of people. I guess that, you know, when you're in Hollywood.
Hairspray also has some issues.
I bet. I wouldn't be surprised is how I'd put that.
It's a bit white savory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it relates the persecution of being fat to the persecution of being black in the 70s. So, actually 60s, so worse. I was like, maybe. And I say that as a fat bitch.
How about you don't? Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, no matter how discriminated you are for being fat, which you can be, you're not someone who's black in the 60s.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, you know, on the one hand, like, obviously it's not the suffering Olympics, but on the other hand, like...
You're black in the 60s.
Yeah. Like, you know, you do also have to acknowledge when someone is having a bad time. And I don't understand the people that are like, it's a zero-sum thing. I am the only one who is suffering. Like, why?
I mean, you can talk about the suffering you're suffering.
Yeah.
I do think we shouldn't just discount people suffering because some people are suffering worse.
Correct.
Because, like, because that's the whole, like, what about women's rights? It was like, well, men kill themselves more. Like, that derails the entire conversation because then it's just the suffering Olympics. But if we're talking about a specific thing, we should talk about that thing. Everyone needs help. There are multiple ways to get help and to help people. Some people will concentrate on some more than others just because they relate to them or they feel that they are more important. But ideally, everyone should get help.
Yeah, especially too, like, that comes up a lot in research kind of things where, like, if you don't focus on a narrow thing, then you lose focus and you go too broad, and then your stuff is not useful.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the things that, like, with the stupid Doge crap, they were like, oh, why is this talking about this? It's like, because we need that specific thing of information. It was like, yeah, dipshit, that is specifically talking about just these people and just women, because that's what we're trying to research. What effects did this have at the time? And, like, you need that in any kind of, like, scientific thing, because, like, you need to narrow your focus enough to get useful information.
Plus, like, someone's got to research this eventually.
Yeah.
It's important to other things.
You know, that kind of, like, oh, well, what about this? Doesn't really help as far as, like, getting statistics and things. Because then you're not focused enough for it to be helpful. Or you're not controlling for variables or things like that, and now you're just getting useless data.
And not talking about one group does not necessarily mean they are not worth talking about.
It doesn't unmake them.
We're just not talking about that right now.
Yeah.
But if you put them both together in the same piece of media, you're kind of asking for them to be compared, unfortunately.
Comparisons will be made. Wait. It's so funny, you know, since we figured out how to do the turning off the Google search thing on our phones and stuff, like, my usual way of getting my news feeds and things doesn't work because Google's like, well, fine, we'll take our toys and go home. So, like...
You can set up a news feed by just swiping, like, sideways.
Well, like, when you... Okay, so normally, I have just my regular, like, news feed down below the search.
Yeah.
Like whenever I open a home tab, that's just there. And, you know, the kind of things that I would get news from, like, you know, science places or things like that.
Usually it just tells me about toy releases.
Yeah, like all that is normally under there. But the moment you turn off Google search, it immediately takes all that away because it's a, you know, a Chrome browser. And they're like, well, fine, we'll take our toys and go home. Like, really?
I'm sure you could implement it in DuckDuckGo.
I would be surprised if they don't have some
But
way.
also you could probably just find a different news
Yeah.
thing.
I wouldn't be
That
shocked.
Probably like isn't full of ads like all the ones you tend to get.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Was you know, for the longest time, that was how like a lot of that stuff showed up. But Google started putting its ads in between. So like some of them weren't actually articles; they were just fucking ads, and they're at least like listed as an ad. But still, that's fucking obnoxious. And it was just, you know, put in for no reason because they're already getting money from everybody anywho. They just want to get more money because you have to make infinite money. So that was obnoxious to begin with. It's just, you know, it's nice to be able to just like look, you know, eyeball some stuff and be like, yeah, I'll read a science thing right now in a more convenient package.
Yeah, you can find the one that works better.
Yeah, I just gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
That really
I'm
is
sure there's like a basic science news website.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I follow a bunch of the toy and manga producers I like on Tumblr and Blue Sky, so I usually see it through there as well.
Yeah, that's actually where I'm still getting a lot of my like science stuff specifically. Not necessarily some of the like the regular news, but like you know, science stuff. There's a lot of the science things that's like, you know, random science research or things like that. You know, that the one furry that worked on the coronavirus stuff. Like I follow them, so I get lots of little, you know, medical science things pretty regularly. They were just talking about this one thing that's basically a nasal spray that would help prevent the majority of like coronavirus, as well as like seasonal colds and things like that. As well as a variety of a bunch of other things that like try to get in through the lungs kind of deal. For like, you'd get like probably 2 a year kind of deal for like almost everything, as opposed to getting, you know, multiple cold and flu shots and corona doses and things like that. So like a wildly more effective setup. And there was another recent thing using the mRNA stuff to work on a new type of cancer. Because again, big bad science words seem scary, but no, shut up. That's literally it. Just no, shut up. You listen to the people that actually do the science things and actually know how science works, and they're the ones that are doing this research and this kind of stuff. Learn. And if you do not wish to learn, listen to the experts whose fucking job and livelihood it is. It's always been like a thing that's really annoyed the shit out of me. It's just like the people who do not work on this stuff and it is not their field of expertise and will try to just trample over anybody whose job and field it is. Like, the fuck do you know, buddy? They're like that anti-science, like, I'm not going to go to a guy that refinishes furniture all his life and tell him, hey, I don't think you should use that stain on this type of wood. No, that's literally his life. I'm going to listen to what he says. Isn't that the point of having professionals? Oh, thinking of that, in local news, a bill is going to Pritzker to be signed for, in high school, students will start being able to choose either to take a language or take a skilled trade class.
Ooh, nice.
Since, you know, there's lots of skilled trades and stuff like that. So, like, they're going to be able to start offering skilled trades.
Oh,
like,
that's really great.
you know, welding or network stuff or things like that. Just trades. And so you'll be able to choose between either a language or a trade for 2 years, because 2 years is like the requirement for the language.
Yeah.
So you'll either do one or the other.
That'll also tell you if you,
If you like
want to
them or not, yeah.
work in that trade. I imagine then you can you're pre-qualified, or can show that you're qualified when you actually go out there. Like, hey, I have done this, and I have this I have done this well in this class.
Yeah.
So I pre-qualify for this, or I can take a test that can show that I've already learned all of this.
Mm-hmm. You could even actually have the schools partnering up with apprenticeship programs, because there's a lot of union apprentice programs, and be like, hey, so-and-so has made this grade point average in this class, and you guys have worked with us, so this class meets these standards. Now you know that anybody you grab from this that has this, thing on them will automatically be a useful employee off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's great, and that's good for everybody.
Because languages look good on college, applications and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone's good at languages too.
Yeah.
So it kind of works the same way. But instead it's an apprenticeship.
Yeah. Like that's just a really functional setup. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're getting a particular thing, then you request that particular thing, so you're not going to want this stain because that will give you a darker color or what have you. Like, yeah.
If we get a house, one thing I'd love to do is do some woodworking in the yard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or in the garage, so I can make personalized shelves and bookcases and stuff. It's weird shaped bookcases.
Weird display cabinets.
Yeah. They're so expensive, and I feel like I could just get some wood and do good measurements and make my own shit.
Oh yeah. A lot of it really comes to a lot of folks can't do that kind of thing because they either don't have the space or the tools. And even with that, you can definitely fudge some of that, because a lot of places like Lowe's or Home Depot will at least give you some basic cuts on stuff, so you can get your if you're making a cabinet kind of thing, you can do some of the basic rough cuts and then do smaller cuts on your own.
And you said you like to finish stuff, so.
Oh yeah, it's very, very soothing.
So I could just make a design, help you cut it, and then we put that in the thing.
Speaking of very soothing, petting the wife. Love you. I always liked the, I know it's kind of silly, but that black iron pipe look that was popular for a hot minute there. That nice, sturdy, industrial look. I actually kind of liked that look. I know a lot of yuppie things started using it, and it was just kind of shorthand for money but no sense kind of deal. But
I like exposed brick.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. That would be a hellacious bookcase.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I like that for rooms and stuff.
You could actually do because you can get the tile sheeting. You can actually get brickwork sheeting, so you could.
I wouldn't go that far, I guess. It's just something I kind of like.
You could make it look like a little brick building with your books in it. Oh, for little figures, it'd look like a little apartment complex. That'd be cute. But yeah, I just particularly liked that look. I like the the sturdiness of it and everything. That made me happy.
Local places like the library and stuff might have stuff like that you can use, tools. Sometimes you can rent them.
Yeah.
Lathes and shit.
Yeah, I know that our local library has they have a laser cutter and some other equipment there. So they do at least have that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how much other things they have there, but they are also surprisingly helpful for a lot of things. They do, I'm sure there's also maker spaces around here too, so that is another...
I mean, they have that one in there, don't they?
They do. But,
I'd prefer to work in wood instead of plastic, though, I guess.
Yeah. But, maker spaces are not necessarily just a, 3D printing place. They're, places where you can get, tools and equipment and things like that.
Okay.
Work on, electronics and stuff like that, or wood, or what have you. It's a place to make things. Not just 3D printing or resin printing and such. Oh, even that now, you can 3D print with metal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, depending, there's a couple different ways of doing that even. Like, because the really fancy one is basically like metal powder that is then lasered, which kind of congeals it along the work path kind of deal. But then there's also like the filament itself has the metal in it, depending on what you're working with. There has been many wonderful advances in technology. There was the one group that worked on a new type of resin printer, which will be interesting when that actually like becomes a production model of some variety, because that one was using the laser cured resin, but they actually set up and developed a way to have multiple lasers that would then intersect extremely precisely. So then you could like start curing these like absurdly detailed models or very, very precise things. Yeah, actually, Bart, there is a company right now that has, they're supposedly going into production later this year on their starting batch of it, of basically liquid metal PCBs, so printed circuit boards, where the actual board itself is recyclable, remeltable kind of thing, and it would very precisely lay down the liquid metal to make the circuits for your design that you could then test out. And then if you like the design, they can take that 3D printed thing and make it into real ones. Or if you don't, they can recycle the entire board and then reuse the liquid metal on the next one. So
Huzzah.
extremely fast prototyping with almost entirely reusable materials. Which, that's pretty freaking baller. And they're, mostly because like a lot of companies will either dump a lot of money into, prototyping and things like that. But even if they're not, you're still wasting a ton of materials on that. Whereas their method would be much, much more efficient and much greener and much cheaper.
Like when you use spare fabric to make the prototypes for your dollies.
Mm-hmm. So like the whole idea is, way more sustainable, way cheaper, and like as opposed to having to go through the long process of make your whole setup and blah, 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 you can just test it, see if it works similar to what you think it should, and go from there. It's really cool to see just how impressively stuff has been developing, and how, despite the attempts to the contrary, a lot of these things are either in prototype stages or getting ready to go kind of deal. There was I told her about it. There is the University of Birmingham just completed testing out a new way to generate hydrogen, because as it currently is, you either have electrolysis, which takes a lot of power, splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. That's what we get rocket fuel with and things like that. Or you have to use chemical solvents to do it, or sorry, not a solvent, a reagent. And that one generally uses methane, which methane in the steam, you boil the steam and it will frack off some of the hydrogen and you can use that. But obviously that's methane, that's going to produce a lot of carbon, or that's electrolysis and that uses a ton of energy. Like, you're not going to get back the similar levels that you would get from burning the hydrogen. But they figured out that you can use perovskite, which is a type of material that is being used in a bunch of things right now because it works close enough chemistry-wise to a bunch of other things that are much more expensive or much harder to get out of the environment. Whereas perovskite is dirt cheap, easy, and every fucking where. You can make it out of like simple ass shit. So it's cheap and it's much safer to get. And it works close enough that they've started using it in a bunch of other things. Solar panels was the first thing they really started working with it. Because you'd be able to make solar panels, which are already a very good thing, but you'd be able to cut out a lot of the chemicals used in some of the manufacturing processes. And the perovskite solar panels were not as good as the other solar panels, but you know, if you're getting like 80% of the value, but you're getting a tenth of the, you know, environmental hazards and cost, well, that's a huge improvement. You know, it'd be like LEDs versus incandescent bulbs. So that's already the start of that. But these guys figured out that, yeah, you can also use this shit in making hydrogen. Instead of the methane, not good for the environment, you could use the perovskite. And not only could you get the hydrogen, but perovskite works to get the hydrogen at so much of a lower temperature than the other reagents, which need to be at a higher temperature to use, and also have to be cooked every so often to get them back to working order, that the perovskite reagents and the process that they developed could actually be used on site in high temperature places, making cement, making metals, and making glass were three of the big ones that they talked about. You could literally use their process, set up a chemical thing at the actual manufacturing place that could then generate the hydrogen from waste heat from the other stuff that they were doing. So you're already using something that was just radiated into the air as a waste anyways, to now generate hydrogen that could then be burnt on site to power a bunch of the other stuff. So you're directly translating waste heat into useful power. And you could then not have to worry about like trying to transport hydrogen and things like that, which is mildly dangerous. But on site, you're not transporting it anywhere. You're just taking it from the thing that's soaking up the heat to the thing that's powering the lights on your plant. And now you're, you know, much more sustainable and a hell of a lot cheaper. Which is very cool. What is Minty running from?
The game.
Minty has done a thing. Or Minty has made a pun. You decide. Oh no, Bart, she can't be getting into games journalism. They don't read the tutorials. I wonder if that guy bombed on the Cuphead thing has ever fucking like managed to escape that professionally. Like, is he still in games journalism at this point? I almost feel bad for him. I can't get through the tutorial thing because I don't know how to read to do the dash jump. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. It literally tells you what to do right there. Yeah, right now there's a bunch of games all got new demos and things like that. So we got a mountain of demos to try out.
I got 10.
Yeah.
And I wishlisted more games than I got demos for.
Yeah.
None of them had AI.
I got 6 demos, I think, and probably listed like 10 to 12. And you got even more than me, so.
I'm an indie game whore.
Mm-hmm. And oh boy, there's a lot of good ones looking, so. It's been
Also,
nice.
a lot of them are horror, like smaller horror titles, so I get a lot more sometimes, just because of that.
Oh, remake of The Seventh Guest.
Oh.
I'll have to look at that part. I remember there being somebody made a VR version, if I recall. That might be the one you're talking about. But yeah, that's really cool.
You shot it with like those 360 cameras, you could probably still do it as an FMV.
That would be a lot of fun, yeah. Oh, man. Like VR FMV games would be just wild.
I mean, it would work.
It would.
Might make you sick, though. Depends on how it's going.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how
That's
they did it.
really the
true.
problem for a lot of VR games is people get motion sick because you're moving but not moving.
Yeah, I guess that really depends on how they do it for the most part, because like, you know, a lot of the FMV games, you're not doing anything that a human couldn't. So depending on how they filmed it and stuff like that, they probably could make at least a little bit of, you know, what's it called? Preventing that kind of thing.
And
I just think they're neat. And we'll have to see how the you know, Steam, the new Steam machine and the Steam VR stuff does as far as like price wise, because right now everything is ludicrously expensive, and that's a bit of a shame.
I don't really want something besides my computer.
Well, they're yeah, they're making a new Steam machine, but they're also making a Steam VR headset. And, you know, a company that actually has some sense, as opposed to, you know, Facebook throwing $1 billion with no design philosophy, might come up with something a little more useful. Thank you, Ouija, for the follow. Remake game, new actors, new recordings, new puzzles.
So it is an FMV.
Oh, yeah, and you also get the VR version bundled in it as a freebie.
Oh boy.
Oh, there you go. That'd be slick. I do like FMV games. They just have a certain charm to them.
I'm middling. I think it has its place.
That one that you looked at that was like the Japanese horror FMV one, that was wild how much effort they put into that. Like, just the amount of takes they would have had to do to produce all of the shots in that was crazy. Like, that was, I don't know how they had the funding for that. Especially to have the multiple endings that it had. But just the, you know, being able to do all the shots from the multiple camera angles, like that would have taken a lot of time. Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but Kojima
Yeah, he backtracked on the AI.
immediately.
I saw a person, Colin keeps posting this, is like, guess who got yelled at?
Yeah, it's a pretty good description. That's what most of these have been too. It's just like, bruh. Okay, but you get that that's stupid, right?
I do think they're just trying to work in the space they're working in.
Oh yeah, no,
I
that
don't
was
100% blame them.
that was definitely like
I don't 100% not though.
got paid to do a commercial, and even some of like what he talked about was just like, yes, I believe that AI has its place to do some of the, you know, annoying busy work, so that the creatives can do the actual work.
I do agree with that. It should
Yeah.
be designed to be a tool, but I don't think it should be designed to generate things.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's really the thing.
My fill bucket is a tool that is smart enough to know where to fill. It does do a good job, but technically. But it does not choose the color for me. That's
Yeah.
pretty much where I put the difference.
Yep. And I think that has to be the way it is, you know, because even that, like, on its face, that is an entirely different idea for the purpose of it. Because, like, you know, the stuff that you talk about and like Kojima ostensibly talks about is just like a support thing to help you develop something else.
Yeah.
It is not there to do it for you, and it's certainly not there to steal from the other people to make it.
And you can train it to do auto actions and stuff like that. Like I have auto actions on here. If there's something you're doing a lot, you can just set it up to, like they did for Spider-Verse, do things you were already doing.
Yeah.
But that's doing a process that you told it to do. That's not generating the art itself.
Right.
It is repeating a process that you designed and told it to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the Spider-Verse, they did it on their art and how they wanted it to be done kind of thing. They had to sit there and train their little machine learning tool to do it. And it made really cool stuff. But that's also like, taking care of the tedium, because that would take hours and hours of time to do over and over again. And that's not, I can understand that being just like, oh God, this is boring as hell. Because
Well, I mean, it's something that keeps you from doing the actual work.
yeah.
Like the tedium of all that is not it's not creative work.
Mm-hmm. We're not Catholic. The suffering is not the purpose.
Yeah. Like you can, hell, people used to have to like mix the paints and stretch out the canvas and stuff like that. But like, you could argue that could be part of the process for some people, but it's tedious work that
Yeah.
isn't making the picture.
Right.
I don't have to mix paints because I have this digitally.
And I think that like, I would compare it to like having a game engine or having game assets. Like you can
Like the Unity Asset Store.
you can have all the same assets and still make a wildly different thing than another person. And that and having those assets like that I think is perfectly fine.
Yeah. As long as you pay the people and you make something
Right.
with it. You
Yeah,
don't just flip it like they used to be doing for a bit there.
yeah. And like a ton of people use the Unreal Engine, sometimes poorly, but it's still, you have an engine that has a minimum amount of things that it can do, and now you, the creative person, can start working on trying to create it. That eases the ability for them to do the thing that they want to do, without necessarily having to spend all the time to learn how to make their own damn engine. Because
It's literally like paying someone else to do a thing you're not good at. I'm not good at music. Music would not necessarily be a part of a thing I'm making, so I would hire someone else to do it. I don't
Right.
know about the process of that. So even though I'm not creating it, I'm at least paying someone who knows how to do that to create it for me.
which that is perfectly fine.
Yeah, no one can do everything.
Right.
Like, no one, like, you specialize for a reason.
Yeah. There's no fucking Renaissance man ass. Like, that doesn't exist. Oh, he can do all the things. No.
That's because back then there was only like 12 things to do. Yeah, you could be the smartest man in the world because there was only like 12 books to read.
Yeah. And also, you spent your, entire life learning how to do the one thing. This person literally does nothing else but learn how to craft things.
That's kind of how it works. Yeah, you could know all these things. There's only so much to know. There's only so much people thought they knew. Like, it's not that hard.
I'm gonna learn how to mix these paints. I'm gonna learn how to chisel this marble.
I mean, I work in a bunch of different art things, so.
I've always really, like, as far as like physical crafting goes, to me, chiseling stone has always been kind of wild. Because, like, I know it's obviously you know becoming a professional and practicing a lot at your field, but like the process of it has always been really wild to me. Because I cannot just wrap my brain around that, like being able to just make a thing in the rock. Like
I'm
even,
not good at subtraction either, so I understand you.
yeah. It's like, how do you get from point A to point B? What does your brain do to figure that out?
It is a process.
Mm-hmm.
Just like working in 3D or drawing and stuff, it's all a process.
Yeah.
A process has occurred.
Everything's the same, but a process has occurred. I'm just like, what is your brain doing here? Can you walk me through the steps, please?
No.
Boo, Bard. If you could chisel an ass into the thing, would it be the most comfortable seat or the worst?
I don't know, your ass is not really consistent, and you shift your weight.
Hmm. I guess it depends if you like take your ass shape, but like enlarge it slightly so that you could put a cushion into there. Would that be like the best fitting seat you've ever had?
It probably wouldn't be bad. But you could just get memory foam and skip all this shit. I don't know why you're making it complicated.
Because you gotta have a throne.
Stop making it complicated.
I want a giant rock throne in the middle
Too
of the room.
fucking bad. You are a peasant. I don't make the rules.
I always see some of these things, and like, while I know that they are cool in concept, at the same time, I know that they are like fundamentally incompatible with a lot of people's homes. It's like, wow, that looks really cool. That would horribly damage your flooring if you got it into the room. First of all, how would you get it into the room? It won't fit through the door. A man made this. But second of all,
That's how we go.
like I really liked, they started making these ceramic tiles, but they are made to look like hardwood floor. And so they were like really beautiful, really well made. And like, they would just not work in certain areas because like, if it was really cold there, they would fucking suck. Like you would need rugs everywhere, or like the under the floor heater or something like that. You would have to have that because otherwise it would be so fucking frigid. And like you couldn't have them in certain rooms too, because like they're pretty durable, but they're still ceramic tiles, and if you hit that wrong, it's gonna crack. So like to certain places, like you wouldn't necessarily want that in a kitchen, because like if you dropped a pot, that's gonna fucking shatter your floor, and then you're gonna be sad. There was one guy that I'd like watched some stuff from, and they were a hardwood floor like restorer. They specialized in like, you know, fancy wood restoration and that kind of jazz. And like that is really cool work, but like some places just like you wouldn't even be able to fix it after the fact kind of deal, because they had like such a weird thing in the flooring or like so like that. So it'd just be like, this is a once and hope it lasts the rest of your lifetime kind of thing, because there's no way to fix it. And there's a lot of that happens with like really precise mechanisms and stuff like watches and things too. I've actually really been enjoying watching this one guy do like jewelry repairs and stuff. Same kind of thing. It's just like the joy of seeing a professional work in their field kind of deal. It's like when I watch you doing your stuff.
Dang, you'll have to find a professional.
Yeah, she's right there. Literally, she worked from home. She's a professional artist. I know how professional artists are. If they ain't got on
Annoying.
pants, they're a professional. Oh, you're a professional artist? Why you got on pants?
That's true. I like dresses because I don't have to wear pants.
It's true. See, men, this is why we need to start wearing dresses too. Don't need pants anymore.
I'm so tall I wear pants anyway because
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
need everyone seeing up there.
Yeah. That's my job to stare at. We should all start wearing dresses and skirts. As a treat. According to Star Trek, you should. In Next Generation, just like the literal dress uniform was a dress. But that might also just have been because Gene Roddenberry was a bit of a freak.
God, he was horny.
Watching that documentary with you talking about that stuff was just fucking wild. That was a lot. Mans was a lot back in the day. While I appreciate that he turned that into, you know, making Star Trek and other stuff, and mostly not being a pest. Ironically, despite my usual, like, doing things, I haven't worn that many, like, kilts, skirts, that kind of stuff. Not for particular caring, mostly just not finding things in my size. I've worn the maid outfit several times, though. That's been fun. My wife looked really cute going to the movie, y'all. She had on her
And
cute...
my accidental Jax cosplay.
You had on your cute little outfit. You blended in with all the other cosplayers. We saw 2 canes and a conga line Pomni. See, my thing would have to be like pockets, because I need space for my shite.
You have that little belt.
I'd have to have a little pouch on it. A little cute pouch. Oh, that'd be so cute to have a little capybara-shaped pouch. It's like a little chillin' rodent there. It's gonna be getting a bit too warm for a jacket here. Not that that seems to stop a lot of the locals, but, you know. We were going somewhere the other day and we saw a lady just like full on like sweatpants and a hoodie on.
How are you, Minty? You already missed yours. Oh well. Guess you'll never see it now.
It exists in the past only. There's a mind, Minty. Draw the mind, Minty. I mean, you technically are.
Mine, Minty.
Yeah.
Minty from my eye.
It's true.
I mean, mind. Honestly.
The mind eye. As opposed to the mind's thigh, which is entirely different.
I don't know. For an average, they're about 30 minutes each, so
Yeah.
I say it's pretty much right on time.
Yeah. Wife's powerful. Very powerful. Very majestic. Speed running, what, like art competition?
There is like an art challenge. I did it once where you draw things in a certain amount of time, but there's also like, draw something in like 10 seconds or something.
Yeah, isn't it
like-
like the 10 minutes, 1 minute?
Mm-hmm. But there's another thing where it's like draw something in a minute. There's a good little thing about it in Understanding Comics, and he's with like a guy who does like Dick Tracy type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they both drew something in like like a minute, and he drew like a pretty accurate Dick Tracy just with heavy shading so he could do it fast, and the other guy drew like a basic shit. Like you get really fast at that shit in comics if you're good at it.
Understanding exactly what you need to display. I always
Part
find
of the
that really
job.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, like that Phil Tomato guy and a couple others that I follow that are just like 3 lines in a booba. It's like,
That's
damn.
why when I was trying to figure out how to draw Digital Circus guys, I was trying to basically see how I was going to simplify them.
Mm-hmm. Bubble, and it's just a circle tool. That's it. Circle tool and some triangles, done.
There, Bubble.
Yay, Buble scene. All is well.
My teeth. There you go.
Yeah,
BB.
Buble.
I killed him.
Oh no. Bubble meeting the water cooler from Deltarune.
You really love that water cooler.
I've never played Deltarune. I just know that people
Yes,
are
honey, you've watched me play.
I just know that people are fucking terrified of that water cooler.
So they'll kick your ass. Like I told you that.
The water cooler is symbolism for socializing. Tell me, Fox, what does any of this mean? Yes! Oh, that's good. You get to continue a very fun game.
Yeah, I mean, there's like so many endings, you can't really get soft locked, I don't think. You just get a certain ending. You might be locked to have an ending. The mask ending is extremely hard to get. I actually had to do it. The quote unquote true, I don't think it counts as true, but like the happiest ending, like you kind of have to know a lot of shit how to get it.
Ah, that happens, Minty. We always talk about like sometimes video game is trying to figure out what game developer thinks you should be noticing.
Plus, like, that game's pretty big. It's easy to forget things.
Mm-hmm.
I've played through it so much, I know most places. But I also, like, at one point had so many files, I didn't necessarily know where I was in any one of them. So...
Ah, had the rat baby and didn't know where to take it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that, like,
Feed me a child!
as an old man, the development of games over the years for both A, having wildly better maps, and B, getting a lot better at, like, helping the player, like, figure out where the fuck to go, has greatly improved over the years. So I do like that.
I think in Lookout side, it's best to just, like, run around at things till you figure out what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something new to find somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Hell, I'm sure you still have, like, things that you haven't found.
I haven't done any of the gerbil endings
Yeah.
because they're kind of silly in my opinion. I think I've gone to every place in there,
Yeah.
pretty much, including like the glitch world, the worlds that open up early so you can get the mask. I went to the in my opinion, it's probably the hardest one to get to, the crossword world.
Yeah.
That's probably the most difficult in my opinion.
I wonder, like, So.
Oh, I couldn't beat the serpent boss from the Garbage World, so I don't know if that leads you somewhere else.
Let's see. Can't
think
kill the Tooth Baby or the Wire Taxidermy Man. Yeah, I've seen the Taxidermy guy. That's apparently a real hard fight.
The taxidermy, you do when you beat him, you get the suturing kit, which lets you revive anyone at any time as long as it's outside of battle, which is nice.
Yeah.
But like, it's not essential for continuing, and the Tooth Baby also is not necessarily essential.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get like the super true ending and you want Joel's part of it, pretty much.
Oh, they saved the shopkeep though.
Mm-hmm. Good job. But then you don't get the really fucked up music. Though if you want to get like Joel's bear fixed, you have to kill him anyway.
What? Yeah, like Look Outside is one of those games that's just like, I really like watching speedrunning stuff because I like to see like the skill and things involved with it. I wonder what they would pick to do for speedrunning Look Outside. Like,
I don't know. I do know there is like a speedrunning group.
yeah.
There's also a lot of stuff in like the cursed mode
Mm-hmm.
that you can't see unless you're playing cursed mode, which kind of sucks because
Yeah.
for one, it's
not
hard.
cursed mode,
It's
yeah.
fucking hard. It's hard on purpose. It's the hardest level you can go. But also, like, you can only save, I think, once per day.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be at the place. And I don't know about you, but, like, I'm not going to do a whole day of work just to have it, like, fuck up one thing, which in curse mode would be very easy.
Yeah.
That I didn't know about and just go back. But also, like, I like to be able to save and go do something else.
Right.
I have a pet peeve against that when people are like, oh, you know, this is hard mode. You can only save so many times. It's like, can I just do like an autosave so when I reopen it, I'm in the place, but like it only autosaves once?
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. I have shit to do. Sometimes I just want to play something for a little bit and go do something else.
Yeah, I think that's shorthand for making things harder, but it's kind of like, it's kind of lame.
I mean, I guess I could just keep it open, but like, that's annoying.
Yeah.
What if it runs really hard or something like that? Like, I want to be able to save at any point and do something else.
Yeah, and I don't think that respects people's time.
It's like when you make things harder by just adding more difficulty, like more numbers.
Yeah.
Whereas like curse mode doesn't actually do that because it does actually change up the combat somewhat.
And that's a good difficulty. That's harder to do too. It's not just like tweak numbers.
And it changes up the setting, and it changes up like when people come out, how you have to respond to things. It actually includes some new rooms.
Oh, and don't fret. It's got the like Resident Evil style like safe room, but that's also where you heal. So you can get the healing items, and you have a limited inventory space, but you can't use them unless you're in the Healy room.
That's silly.
Yeah.
Hope the game ain't too hard.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. Like, it wasn't like a high difficulty thing. But yeah. That's one of those. I don't think that game will be for me, because it's definitely more of a Poppy's Playtime style game to begin with.
Maybe I'll give it a play and see. It looked Bioshock-esque to me.
A little, like some of the like the wall puzzles and stuff felt Bioshocky. They also definitely have some of the Bioshock sound effects. Like straight up, one of them was just like one of the Bioshock machine sound effects that I recognized immediately, which given that it's being made mostly by a bunch of music dorks, it definitely was the case.
Come back when you got some money, sonny.
Yeah.
KKK.
Yeah, like the dunk kind of noise, that. Like I heard that and immediately like, that was like, oh, that's Bioshock, just right there. But it seems like it's going to be a jump scare / like chaser style horror, as opposed to just like an environmental and that kind of horror, and that's...
I'm not a huge fan of jump scares, but if the game's good enough, I can put up with them. I can't really think of any good jump scares I've ever had.
Yeah.
Maybe the pyramid head on the top of the fucking apartment building, which always somehow catches me off guard. I don't know how.
Apparently, I haven't really watched anybody playing the newest Poppy 5. And apparently Markiplier did play 5, but was like, I'm not playing 6. So that's not good sounding. How was it, Minty? I don't play that kind of game, but I have been like interested in keeping up with the story because I think the story's kind of fun. Was it like good, bad, indifferent? What'd you think of it?
I still think the little smiley friends look like urinals. They look like children's urinals.
Yeah, they do. In like a kid's playground kind of place. Oh. Is that a good thing, Minty? Oh. Okay. Fair enough then.
That reminds me, someone asked me, like, what do you think of Little Nightmares 3? And I was like, I have not drawn any fan art.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like that was the case for Markiplier too. It's just like, that's not glowing.
You think they'd figure it out by now?
Yeah. Well, from the clip I saw of Markiplier's reaction to it, he described it as, "You'll buy this slop. It doesn't matter what we make. You'll buy it." And that's not a good sounding.
That is not.
I was like, that's unfortunate.
Oh, there you go.
Was the after chapter 3 when they tried to do the NFTs?
Now, wasn't that a while ago?
I don't remember. Cause like from one chapter to the other was when they tried doing the NFTs. Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Because they tried doing the NFTs, and then they tried doing the Dead by Daylight game. And that went about as well as you'd expect. The main artists and creators left due to creative distance. Yeah.
I wonder what the differences were.
Yeah, that's a good
Maybe
question.
money? I don't know if I can know. I'm always curious about that shit.
No, it's NFT money, bros. Yeah. I was going to say, that might have been the creative differences, was how they wanted to start monetizing the shit out of it with the stupidest shit possible.
I could see that.
Because, that was also the time when they started having, like, just merch out the wazoo.
I mean, that's when, like, you have a game that appeals to little kids, so you can, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks.
Yep. That's a real shame. That means that, like, whatever story they were setting up is not whatever story we're going to get out of it, so.
Maybe they'll go make their own game.
We're going to take our experience from this and make our own thing. Lily, I don't even know who that is, so that's probably not a good sign.
If I were them, I would just start making objectively horny, like, characters. That's what I'd do.
Just have the horny monsters?
Yeah. I would just, like, we're gonna appeal to them, which would make them less hot, in my opinion, but, like, that's what I would do if I was them.
Yeah.
I would just start pandering to, like, the furry porn people and junk.
Yeah, the guy that was made out of Play-Doh, that was pretty cool. And that was an interesting thing that at least sort of worked with, like, the rest of the world. He did. But that at least, like, kind of fit into things.
If I was gonna take over a game and try to make money, that's what I would do. I would make, like, an objectively, like, fuckable character, I guess.
Yeah. Just, this is the horniest thing that we can create.
Yeah. Like, something that, like, I would look at all the, like, characters who still... Because that, like, keeps you relevant.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, there's still... People are still doing Pornorenamon to this fucking day.
Yeah.
People who don't even know the damn series, like...
Don't even know
Look
the
at
character.
how much porn that cat girl from that, you know, the,
Darkstalkers.
no, the one from the recent short for the Game Grumps.
Oh,
cartoon,
yeah.
Like, she has a shit ton of porn.
Yeah.
I've seen her more naked more than I've seen gifs from the show. Like,
It's true.
and you know what? Those are gonna last for fucking ever because, like, people will continue drawing a character for sex appeal for decades.
Like, I have seen more cat ass than I have seen the actual, like, I haven't even finished watching the whole episode. And just, like, the clips from the episode, nah, I've seen nothing.
I don't even think it's, like, a bad thing to do that, too.
Yeah.
Like, I would prefer you do a character design because you feel like the character design is good
Yeah.
and, like, serves whatever purpose they serve. But, like, if I was gonna be like, I want my IP to, like, pop off and make money, that's what I would do. I would be like, I'm gonna make a furry character who's fuckable. Or like a Tumblr sexy man type deal. One of those two. Probably both.
Need a pathetic man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick break and go to the bathroom.
Oh, they introduced the new things in the chase mechanics too. Ugh.
I don't like chasing at the best of time. I think it's a poor design choice. I was enjoying this one game, and like I keep having to redo this chase. I'm like, this isn't scary. This is annoying. I'm getting caught on physics objects.
Yeah, or like getting stuck going around a corner, can't get through the door fast enough.
It's so annoying. I'm not scared
Yeah. Oh.
when that shit happens.
So
too.
at the part where I finished on the Don't Fret demo, like I was literally, I did the puzzle, opened the door, and then a pair of hands came around from the side of the screen and snapped my neck, which I will give them credit. The dying animation's pretty fun because your screen turns around and then drops down and you are looking up at your own headless body. And that is that's your dead game over screen. But I was just like, oh, that's just the way the demo ends, I guess? Nope. I had just died. There was no sound cues. There was no nothing to tell me that that guy was right there to kill me. I just suddenly dropped dead. And I'm like, what? Why? That, like, it gave me literally nothing. I just like, oh, I failed the chase somehow, and now I'm dead. And then it starts me like way back at a previous thing. So yeah, so that was just like, at that point, I was tapped out of that demo because I was just like, nope, this is not worth it to go back and get back to where I was. Oh yeah, it released bugs and glitches in it. Yep. There was, I think it was Chibidoki I watched, and like the cat boss during the gas thing, that's just like buggy as fuck. Sometimes it works the way it's supposed to, and sometimes it didn't. And they're just like, it's fine. You'll play it. Like they seem to really like could care less about fixing stuff before they even put it out. So yeah, that's a bummer. But finding out that like all of the people that actually made any of the thing have left, and it's just a bunch of jackasses left around that, like, no, well, that sucks. Like I said, I did have some interest in whatever they were going to do with the story, but they're not doing whatever they were going to do with the story, so. It makes it unclear, so they had to add cutscenes. Oh, that's shitty. That just means that you didn't fucking make it right the first time. Which, like, could you imagine? You get through all the stuff, you finish the thing, and then you see, like, patch notes. Added such and such so people could understand what happened. No, I'm not going to go back and play it twice just because you couldn't be bothered to do it well the first time. Nah, fuck off. That's ridiculous. Absolutely not. Hell, from what I've watched from some people doing it, I wouldn't be bothered to play it the first time. Like, fuck off. Have a good one, Bard. That's so unfortunate. Because you had no idea what was going on since some of the stuff bugged out the first time? Like, that's such a contrast, too, to, like, I'm gonna harp on it again because it is like, I think honestly one of my favorite games. My Friendly Neighborhood, like, you know what's going on, you see what's going on, you can get as much or as little out of it as you want while doing it, and it is like, any of the patches that they did were like, hey, this is mildly buggy here, so we fixed it. Hey, we added in the special extra mode so you could do some little extra running around silly things. Like, they didn't like, hey...
They also didn't really have a lot of, like, chasers in there either.
Yeah.
You could take multiple chunks of damage. It wasn't just, oh, you're dead, start over.
Sucks to be dead. Like, yeah.
It's just frustrating. I think the only one who could really pull that out was, like, Little Nightmares, but they, like, put you back, like, immediately.
Yeah, you're, like, right there, rip
You're
right to go.
there. And the things in that were, like, actually scary. I still remember the first time I tried to play it, and, like, the big blue thing, like, came down a hallway, and I just stood there and stared up at it, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And it, like, had to literally, like, push me out of the area so it could kill me, because it just wasn't, like, programmed to do that. And I was like, why would I be scared of that, though?
Yeah, you had to get pushed into the kill box.
It's like, I guess I'm running. Meanwhile, like, I see something like Little Nightmares or shit like that, and I'm like, ah!
I remember the
I'm uncomfortable.
the water grandma making you scream in the
Oh,
first
the water grandma fucking scare me, man.
It scared the piss out of you.
Plus, like, it won't just be, here's a big thing, it's chasing you now. It will be, like, slow lead up. You'll see it in the background. You'll see it creeping around. You'll have smaller introductions to it, where it might try to grab you or pull you down or something like that, like with the water lady. Like, they'll slowly introduce it to you.
Or the medical mannequins in the one place that are, like, slowly walking up to you when you're not looking at them.
And then they'll, like, pull it out where you're either, like, right the fuck there with the thing, or you're just surrounded by them. Like, oh, yeah, you thought that you sure dealt with that medical mannequin great. Here's a room full of them, motherfucker. And then, like, you're, like, scared of them in the hallways where it's fully lit, too. Same with, like, the lady. It's like you hear this humming, and there's just this, like, most normal-looking person you've seen in this whole game.
Yeah.
That can just instantly kill you. Like, she's so haunting there.
So you know that's fucked up. Had to replay every chapter just to know what happened because they also changed stuff in between. Yeah.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
That's horseshit. Like, again, if I want to go replay My Friendly Neighborhood, it's still going to be the same My Friendly Neighborhood. I enjoyed the shit out of it, and, like, I could probably play it differently this time if I wanted to. Like, maybe I'll do an old pistol run or something. Like, that's for me to decide.
Be mean to all of the masses.
Not, hey, we didn't like how we did this, or this was really obtuse because we did it shit badly, so we completely changed it now and it's different. So the, chapter that you're playing now is going to be wildly different. Fuck you. Like, that's horseshit. No. But, if you don't have the writers and art people involved because they all left, then you probably don't have any art and writing integrity, so.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. All you have left is a bunch of business assholes, so they're not going to do anything.
They just want to sell the plushies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of those where I just wouldn't interact with it anymore because, like, I would just be done with it. Mm-hmm. I would have tapped out probably at the third one. Whichever one had the gas boss with the cat probably would have been my tap out point, because, like, what do you mean the end of the chapter is fucked and I have to hope that you bother to update it because it's all buggy as shit and I might not be able to finish things? Fuck off. 3, yeah, so I wouldn't have made it to all the more recent horse shit.
With the toilet children.
Yeah. Like, that was, I would wager a bet, since I haven't, obviously I don't know directly, but I would wager a bet, given the attempt to hide story stuff in fucking NFTs, that was probably part of those creative differences that had the actual creatives leaving.
Well, I hope the original people go and work on something else.
Yeah.
That seems to be what people do these days.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna go do my own thing with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, like it either works out well and they go make more new stuff like the Amogus people, or they're like, fuck it, I'm out, and they go to do something in their own game.
I watched the Among Us show
Yeah.
today.
It was pretty cute.
Bad, yeah. I didn't think it was, it was about, like, the level I expected.
Yeah. No,
I thought the little animations and character designs are actually pretty good, considering how similar everybody is.
like they had enough difference to give them personality kind of thing.
Like, they killed the white guy first, that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Also, there's a goth one, so based.
I mean, yeah.
It's a goth girl.
Wife was happy.
Heh.
They had the cooks in the kitchen, the comrade chefs. Well, that's enough indoctrination for today. It's really cute. You can watch the first thing for free on YouTube.
I don't know if I'd go watch the rest of it, but it was very cute.
Yeah.
They did a good job for what it is. It's about all you can make with it.
It's so wild too, because that did say in the corner Paramount Plus, a company that is definitely not going to make that money back because they lost a shit ton of viewers after losing Colbert.
Maybe that's how they're trying to try to get it back.
Please, we got the Amogus show.
Which people are really good at pirating cartoons, bro.
Yeah.
I say they're better at pirating cartoons than literally anything else.
Like, especially too, it's objectively harder to watch some of these things than it is to just fucking pirate it. Like, you make it so awkward to be able to see any of them correctly. Like, oh yes, I would love to watch this thing. Do you have any way for me to do so that it would allow me to give you money to watch the thing that I want? No.
Why did they even get rid of Corvair? Was it Trumpish stuff?
Yes.
Shit?
It was exactly that. Because they were trying to do a big merger kind of thing. And, well, maybe we don't approve this merger. Because because Colbert's saying mean things. Like, I like Colbert, I do. Very much so. But given the show that he is on, he does tone himself down a lot.
Maybe you should go somewhere where he doesn't.
Like, if that, if Colbert on that show is devastating to you, then you need to not be in any form of public anything, because it is the softest of pitches for everything. I know he's wanting to do like full-time YouTube stuff.
Good, do it.
So there may be some of that. He's also going to be co-writing a Lord of the Rings thing.
I can totally see that. He is such a Lord of the Rings nerd.
It literally was a situation of him going, man, I would love to work with you on this, but daily show, so I don't have time. And then the stuff happened, and he's like, the guy writing it actually reached out to him, was like, hey, so you might have some free time soon, huh? And Colbert is like, bet, let's go. He was so excited.
Nerd.
He's such a fucking nerd. And what's funny too is he is the kind of nerd that has like encyclopedic knowledge of the thing, and also wants people to enjoy it.
So he'd probably be a good choice for it, honestly.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to think of what thing I would be super stoked to write for, but I prefer to work with other people. I have people tell me what to write, what to make instead of tell other people.
I think it'd be like you working with the original people from Little Nightmares.
Maybe. I wouldn't be able to write in their vibe.
No, I think you just like doing the art and then writing.
I'm not good enough for their art. His fucking face.
They were a very realistic art style.
No, it wasn't. It was dark surrealist.
I mean, sorry, yeah, that's complex. I think that's a better word. It's not realistic just because it has more detail. Have to use a better word for it.
Oh no, I was just confused. My bad. I didn't mean it.
No. I know you're not like saying bad Paul. I know you're like,
Bad Paul. There you go. I'll say Bad Paul.
no, I haven't done nothing. I don't need the clicker. But no, I think that I think he'll do really well with that. Because bad pal. Oh, my name is Pal now.
Bad Pal.
Because I wouldn't be
what I
Paul
call
without
you.
you.
Boo.
Was that smooth?
Yeah, sure.
Yay! I mean, but because I think that he will definitely just like have a lot of fun with it and make some good choices on there. When we watched the Backrooms, they had a preview for the Scary Movie, which
I'm told is utter trash.
it just, I hate to be like mean about it, but it looks like it would just be so dated and lame.
It is.
Like they're just still trying to do the same things they did, you know, way back in the day. Because like that movie series has been around for a long damn time. I don't think that like basic level of comedy is going to work these days.
Parody movies aren't really a thing anymore.
I think too, like a good parody is something that is done out of love of the original thing.
Also, a good parody, I feel, can stand on its own without having to like just be like, you know, the thing.
Yeah.
Which is what like Scream was. So, hell, I would consider Cabin in the Woods a parody movie, sort of, kinda.
Oh no, I would agree. Like I think especially too with some of the like how it plays with some of the monster tropes, that definitely is a parody.
Yeah.
But it is, you know, it is a good parody because it is a parody done out of various, like very obvious love and knowledge of the thing that they're parodying. Like I don't think that you can do a good parody that isn't just outright mockery unless you actually know the thing and care about it, or at least like know it and love what it is, kind of deal. Like, you know, if you're gonna parody a superhero thing and you're not just gonna be doing like blood and gross jokes, then like you have to know what a superhero thing is and how that works well, and then be able to parody some of those tropes. Otherwise, you just get, you know, the boys.
I saw an article that was like, horror movies are redefining the movies, you know, the Hollywood. But what about the squeamish? And it showed Backrooms, and I'm like, that fucking anything happen in the Backrooms.
Like,
It's like all that gory, and if you don't want to see that, just go watch Exit 8. It's that, without the gore.
hell, man, like the previews of other stuff that we saw, like at the start of the Backrooms, were way worse than anything you saw in the Backrooms. Because there was the new Insidious thing was in there, and that was way more something that would mess with squeamish
It's
people.
a real shame. I really like the first Insidious, but it really went downhill.
Like, I don't know, it really went more.
It was weird at the time, which was nice, but now like there are better, weirder movies. So
It's leaned into the jump scares mostly, like the, you know, loud noises and startled movements, and
it's
not
not as weird as
anything
it
else.
used to be. I
Yeah.
like weird. I like my weird horror movies.
I think to the insistence of keeping specifically to the one lady over and over again, like we gotta have it, otherwise it's not an Insidious thing after she's been dead for like 3 movies. It's a bit silly. Like that's, you know, really like rigid adherence to a thing when it no longer serves a purpose.
I don't even think she was in a few of them. I don't know. I don't know if I watched past the second, and I definitely didn't see the nun thing.
Yeah. It's like, I think she dies in the
She dies in the first.
Right? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he strangles her to death in the first movie.
So, yeah, so she's been dead in the second, and that one's the fourth, I
don't
think?
know, man.
I don't... Either the
I
fourth
can
or the
barely
fifth.
remember what even happened in the second, which goes to show that.
Yeah.
Something's raining.
Oh, yeah. Yay, it rains. And yes, Minty, absolutely. Like, It is like, and they've shown too,
There's
like,
less people, but everyone's a lot nicer.
and despite their pretend being more people on Twitter, the amount of interactions and things you get is way more on Blue Sky, and way more if it is actually people, and not just full of fucking bots. Oh yeah, that's really coming down.
Yeah, if you have a huge number somewhere, but it's all like bots and Nazis who are just using AI to steal work, it's not
Yeah.
really worth it. So, at least in my opinion, like some people are still on Twitter, and like that's fine. Like I'm not gonna judge people. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But like to me, like it's not worth having big number for that. I'll try to figure out Instagram more before I do that. I still hate Instagram. There's actually, I think, like a class I'm going to about it at the local library because I fucking hate working on there.
Yeah. It really
Horrible.
Instagram, like, given that Instagram is built around like pictures and things like that, it is wild how bad it is
Like
for
it doesn't
handling
even
anything.
have like a portrait mode for things.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a selfie if not portrait mode?
Yeah, like that is so wild to me how bad it is at handling this kind of stuff. The fuck you mean it can't be anything other than like a perfect square? What?
I hate it.
Yeah.
But that's where most people want to see your shit, so.
Yeah, there's a lot more people nowadays using Instagram. It's kind of peculiar. I think Twitter lighting itself on fire has kind of contributed to that.
Probably, yeah.
Do they even have a coder left?
I don't think they have anything left.
Yeah.
Though on Blue Sky, you can't send pictures, so usually I just tell people, add me on Discord. We'll figure things out then for commissions and junk.
Yeah.
But I have gotten a few commissions off of Blue Sky, and I've actually met some, like, mutuals that were on Tumblr on Blue Sky. Ironically.
Oh boy, Tumblr.
One, an artist who I didn't really think liked me, which is nice. I still don't know if they do, but they liked me enough to ask a question, I suppose.
Yeah. That means you are trustworthy enough to talk to.
Eh.
That's what I'm going to take it as. I mean, if they didn't like you, they wouldn't bother.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty unlikable.
That's not true, and you know it. We do not bully ourselves here.
You don't tell me what to do.
I tell you kissies.
Brain rot can't stop. Do-do-do.
Yeah. Another banger song that wife has introduced me to and will now be stuck in my head for a while.
Congrats.
It happens a lot, y'all. She finds many, many good songs.
I could suggest there's a lot of people making Vocaloid songs these days.
That's true.
It's crazy.
I'm not sure if it's more popular than it's ever been, but it's certainly been a lot more noticeable.
Yeah, I gotta go on VGen. My Patreon was lower this month, so I'm gonna have to step up advertising. That was one thing I kept meaning to do. I hate doing new things. But I'll do it.
Yes, Minty, if you don't mind and you have one extra.
Didn't you give me one?
I'm not sure. I think she asked if you wanted one, and I... Oh, there you go.
I guess. You can. I'll try to do it this week, maybe Tuesday or something like that, because I have a bunch of commissions, and I have one person who apparently thinks like 2 days is too long to wait for an update, so I'm gonna get them finished first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it does
I
seem...
know, like, I could apply there myself, but I appreciate the code. I know, like, to apply there, you have to, like, apply and then sell a certain amount within a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to get on that other site that sells, like, it'll print the accessories and stuff for you.
Mm.
I forget what that's like, but some of my mutuals are on that site too, so I need to go in there. I'll have to put that on the sign.
Oh, lock comms until you're approved. Okay. Yeah, so you either need a code for somebody letting you in, or you have to, like...
Might make it easier to do those too. I'd have to come up with things I can sell though, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you can do like your character here.
I'm really bad at emotes.
Practice.
Yeah.
You could do some of those, like the style study your character here things that you were thinking about.
Yeah, I gotta get that all together. I also have like a bunch of commissions I gotta work on. My slots are all full. I'm just a little tired, especially like with how bad the economy's going and stuff.
Yeah. Well, affect the things you can affect. And
Yeah. And it's hard to try new things. I'm old. I'm doing my best though. I'll pay my side of the rent.
Minty says that she thinks she will do very good on VGen.
Minty is nice. I don't believe her.
Well, you're supposed to be nice to you too.
No.
Yeah. Cruelty to oneself gains no benefit and only enables the people that hate you. Do you want your dad to be right? You could do like the Skebby thing.
Yeah, I gotta get that together too, I guess.
Well, you could do that on VGen, that's what I mean.
I gotta figure things out.
Yeah, I imagine there is quite a few of the like anime style waifus on VGen.
Well, it's not my bags. Maybe. I don't know. I used to be told I drew too anime by my art teacher. Now people are like, your stuff doesn't look anime at all.
Yeah. You're not A1 Pictures.
I had meant to do the Digital Circus Charms before the movie came out, but I wasn't on my meds, so I'm kind of behind on everything right now. Probably why I'm more kind of stressed.
Well, now you are. Take your time. It's okay.
If I don't do it, no one will do it for me. No one can do it.
Minty says you are amazing and wonderful. And Minty knows you. I wonder what the next crop of horror stuff is going to be. I'm always curious to see, like, how things will grow. Like, what will be the new horror themery.
Liminal space, maybe.
Yeah. Because, like, as much as, you know, some people still do try to do, like, the, you know, jump scary horror and things like that, a lot of those are just not doing well.
I'm hoping that they'll take a tip from the Black Rooms and do more internet horror, and they'll pick up that, like, channel whatever of the analog horror. I really like that one, and I think it could do well as a movie.
Yeah. Because it seems like, you know, especially after how well some of these, you know, smaller scale, more concisely directed things have been doing. Because, like, you've heard nothing about the new Star Wars movie.
I've heard it's bad.
Yeah, it, like, has consistently gotten its arse beat by first Obsessed and then the Backrooms. So, like, two small, concisely directed, well-handled things have done more than massive, budget, handled by all of the seagulls kind of thing. So
I'm glad Obsession did good too.
mm-hmm.
It's nice to see men are the real horror movies. I like those.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna rewatch it too, Minty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see all the. I'm sure someone's gonna find it and like take it out. I want to see all the little posts that they show at the end. I want to see those.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'd like to do some fan art if I can get the character design down.
There's just like there's so much in there that I would love to be able to see again, to like, because I know that I missed things because of how well things were and how much stuff was going on, and I know that there's like little things that I would love to just like pull apart and pick at and see again.
I'd like to draw an End of Evangelion picture of Jax and Bonnie.
But would it be Kane or Bubble as the background giant severed head?
Jax.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Do you want the Jax figure? Yeah.
It's really nice and it's not that expensive.
Yeah, ironically.
It's only like $60-something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's pretty good for something that big and that detailed.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it would be like $200. I'm not even joking.
That's what I thought it would be.
I think we're gonna save Thuppy for the next one because I'm just pretty tired.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be all for tonight.
Alrighty.
I'll get everyone organized.
Yeah.
Well, stop supporting me then.
You're budgeted for.
Probably, yeah. Alright, that's all for tonight. We'll be back next weekend with more ones. Oh, just as an ad's going. There you go. So I'll see you then. Hopefully I'll be more awake.
Thank y'all for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll see y'all next time.